Okay, so this is day 3 of App Dep 1 project workshop. Uh, till now, we have covered the basic stuff. We have understood the problem statement, library management system, how and what is given in that PPT and PDF, whatever that is. And then we started off with creating a Flask app, a simple Flask app, and connecting it with a HTML file. Uh, we have taken login and sign up and landing page first to start off with, and most of you have done that already. So now what today? Today we will try to create that form correctly, as we have some data in the browser, but we want that data to be in our app or database. So we'll try to connect that HTML form with Flask app by storing the data, and that data should be going to the SQL database. I'm hoping that you already know about SQL, and if not, I'll just briefly tell you what is SQL. So SQL is a structured data set, database. So when you have a column and you have a table, you have rows, you talk about SQL. Okay, structured query language, as this full format of it. So we will be using SQLite as in our PPT, or in this course itself. They are telling us to use SQLite. SQLite is a light database, not the bigger one, just like you must have studied in DBMS if you have Postgres, not like that, but it is a light database. So we'll be using SQL. I have already shared you guys a notes doc. I'll just copy paste the link again. Uh, you guys can open it. I have given day 3 heading, and one link is there, Flask and database. So you can go there and see that code or doc file. I'm just giving you a glimpse of what this database look like. You can just see this, how to install Flask SQL Alchemy. There are two parts of it. Okay, so SQL Alchemy is different and Flask SQL Alchemy is different. There are little less work in this Flask SQL Alchemy. It has preoccupied many things, and SQL Alchemy is different thing altogether. I'll just send you one link also for SQL Alchemy. So you can also see this, but we won't be using SQL Alchemy in output. We'll be using Flask SQL Alchemy. You can read about it after the session maybe. Okay, so before that, I gave you guys task yesterday. Uh, have you all created your routes and HTML pages, whatever we have discussed, or tried to, other than those three
Not
pages?
able to create everything. Like the nav bar also does not looking very good
Okay,
as of now. I created the database model though.
okay, very good. Uh, Anybody else?
I only created the chart. I did not actually create the database.
Okay, okay. Yeah, Tanush.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Hey, good morning.
I roughly created the pages with the links for
Okay,
like home and stuff,
good.
but no database.
Okay, good. Anybody else who has tried or created?
I started with the login page and sign up page,
Okay,
and database has been done just for the login part.
okay,
Uh, Nothing more than that.
okay. Anybody else? Am I audible to you all or uh,
Sir, I have also created the different pages and linked it.
okay, very good.
Sometimes upon restarting VS Code, it gives URL not found.
URL not found.
Like few
Uh,
minutes ago, it was working properly. Now it is showing URL not found.
is your server running?
Yes.
Okay, and it is saying URL not found. Must be some error in typing the URL maybe.
Okay, I'll check once again.
Okay. Uh, Anybody else who has? Yeah, Tiwari ji.
Yes, sir. I didn't create those many pages, but I mean, I tried creating the book view page, but it's a bit complicated. It got messed up, and I also implemented the HTTP methods, post and get in.
Okay,
That's it.
very good. Anybody else?
Yeah, I created a homepage for a user, admin, and a librarian with the nav bar and everything. But I'm still trying to create the tables to display books on the user page. So I'm still
Okay,
working on that.
okay, very good. And anybody else you want to? Isita, you have not talked, I guess. Isita is the one who never talked in this session. Can you speak?
Good morning, sir.
Yeah,
Sir,
good morning.
so basically, like I joined the first day session. Yesterday, I could not because of my work, and even today, like I'll be here for half an hour or so, and then my work starts.
Okay.
So that's why, like, I'm unable to follow it completely, and that's why on the first day also I requested for the recordings, basically, so that in the later
So
hours I can just view that.
requested me or requested whom?
So I've requested here right now. So you said you'll be checking with the team and the
Okay,
instructor,
so
and
I'm sorry, but my mind is little slow to
no,
run
no,
all the
that's not a
processes.
problem.
So
So yeah, that's.
you 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 have to type it in chat maybe. So in G space you are added, right?
I don't think so, sir. I'm there.
Okay. Can anybody check if Isita is there in the G space and tell us? So I guess I have added you, but
Okay.
okay, the if you are not added, I will try to add you, and you should ask there in G
Okay.
space. Okay. So anyone else who is still to start off? Yes, Isita is present. Correct. Yeah, I have added you, Isita.
All right. I'll just check that.
Okay. So anybody
Um,
else who is yet to start? Yeah, you say.
yeah, so I've created the pages, but I haven't created the page for the user card as well as the librarian and admin dashboard. Because I wasn't able to understand what will be the difference between the librarian page and the normal user page. So
Okay.
can you like tell me what
We'll
we
we'll
have to add
we'll
in the
see that.
librarian?
Yeah, we will see that. Okay. Anybody else who is yet to start, who has not started even typing the code? If there is somebody, please tell me because you'll be lost today if I start off and you'll be nowhere close to what we are today. So if you are yet to start, please tell me or type it in the chat or in the G space. Okay, let's start for today. hope everybody is uh, opening their VS Code. And yeah, Vinay, I guess Vinay is the name.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Uh, your WSL started or not?
Sir, we will not do like that. We can directly import, sir. It working directly, sir, without VSL.
Okay, that is also fine. But I'll suggest everybody to use WSL. That will help you in long run. If
Yes, sir.
you are
At the
taking
end of
this,
that session, we raise this query, sir, with you, sir.
yeah, okay. So the thing is, because in the coming courses, every course you will need WSL, and it will be very easy for you to code. Okay. So
If we install WSL, so will we be able to access it in the virtual environment and everything?
I didn't get you. Come
So
again.
like we install WSL, we initialize WSL, and then we
Okay.
create the virtual environment. So all
Yeah.
those commands will be accessible in the virtual environment as well.
Yeah. Yeah. It will be same, but you have to type lesser code and easier code. That is what in the terminal. And there are many programming language which work with Linux, so it will be easier for you to follow one path. Okay. So open your VS Code and I'll just save the screen. Uh, yes, correct, Carl. Yeah. So we we were here yesterday. We left off with a login route. You guys have already created other routes, but I was here, and I today just before the session I created the sign up page. I've just changed the name sign up page here, and one dashboard page. I've just changed the name and removed the form in this page, and I'll remove this also. And let's give it blue maybe. So this is dashboard, this is sign up, and this is log. I'll just close this app.py. So we have this main.py file here. We have three HTML pages, one CSS that is not of use right now. What we will do, we will try to understand how to get the data from the HTML form. So in the same link here, in this link, when you press this, you come to this page, and at the sidebar you can see web forms. This is one way to use forms. So Flask has a web form itself for itself. They call it Flask WTF. So be familiar with this word, and so this is used for form basically. You can install it. Also, you can use this pip install bootstrap Flask. So it can be used without CDN. It can be just installed, and you can use it in your file itself. So you have to then you just have to write this command to use bootstrap 5. Okay, and same with Flask WTF, right? And yeah, so this line we must have already done, but let me check again. You can see we have Flask and render template. We'll just copy paste this redirect and URL for if we will use it. Okay, so
We
if
have
we
to
will
install
use
it.
it, sorry,
We have to install it separately.
no, Flask has this line. This line you don't have to.
Okay.
For Bootstrap or Flask Bootstrap and Flask WTF you have to install, but we will not be using this. Okay, so don't worry. I'm just telling you, you can also use this. This is one thing which you can use.
Hmm.
Okay. Then when you set up your Flask app, you give a secret key. Secret key is some key which is just a key which is given by you, and then your Flask app will run. This is a normal key. Anything you can just type ABCD also. Um, you don't have to be specific, but this is just a key to run your app uniquely. Okay, so this is one thing. Have we typed it somewhere or not? Let's see. We have not. So we will just type, okay, secret, and let's say works. You can give any other key as well. Okay. So this is one thing you have to type. And then if you are using Bootstrap 5 with this Flask Bootstrap pip install, then you can use these things. Okay. So when you are using Flask WTF, you require a CSRF token or protection. So CSRF protection is needed to run your app so that only you can run your URL. Okay, nobody else can. So you have the URL one. Sorry, you have the uh, what do you call it? I forgot. What do you call this? Anybody can tell, please?
URI.
Not not URL. Only this thing.
Domain.
Okay, maybe I think this is not.
IP address.
Yes, address. So the address which are you looking for and which you are running for is only run by you, not by others. So CSRF token is used for that. So you can use this when you are using Flask WTF. Otherwise, you will get some error that in your console sometimes. Um, you go to inspect, you will see console, and sometimes you will get here that CSRF token is required, and your app won't be running. So some error like this in red color will come. Okay, if you are not using CSRF protect for this WTF. Okay, so now this is the same thing. Secret you can create by secrets library. You can type secrets.token URL save 16 character. So these things you can do it if you want, not required. And then you have a class name form. This is inside the Flask WTF. Okay, so you can see they are saying that use camel case. So first start with small character, and then uh, the second word will be first character would be capital. So this is camel case. And yeah, so this is all things about WTF. So this is how you write your if condition form validate on submit. This comes under this WTF itself. You gave method as we will give also. And yeah, so what I had done, so when I created my app, I used base HTML file. So I created a file, HTML file with a block, uh, and that block is used in my every other HTML file. So I didn't have to use um, these things every time. So head, body, these are not used every time in my each file. So you don't have to do that. If you want, you can do it after this class maybe. Yeah, somebody raised hand or something. Where I Okay. Okay. So yeah, so I was telling that you can use base after the session if you want. I have already told you that how to use it. Let's see how I have used. Okay, so I first created a base file, base.html. This is what this looks like. I have given head tag. Okay, for title, I have given this command block title and percentage uh, the in the starting and the end, and then one more to end the block. Every time you have to end the block whenever you are writing, so you have to type end block. Okay, and for head, I need one thing. So dashboard is what I need in every my in all of my pages. So I've given title this, and these things are extra things which you can also give. So as you must have using nav bar, so I use some button here. Okay, in inside almost like a nav bar. So these button are already in the page of every page. So whatever page I have created, it will be there. So this is ending the block. This head block is ending here, and then I created for body. So I don't have. I just need to change the body in other file. Okay, so this is what I have, and one block for footer. Okay, hope you are getting this. Any doubt here in this?
So instead of diffs, we are using this Jinja blocks.
Uh, no, no, that is different thing. I am using div also here.
Okay.
This will help me in the other files. I'll get there.
Okay.
This so this is okay. So see, I have given title here. Okay, in each of my file, I want to give my title, right? So I have I have given a space only. I don't give any name, but in this head block, I am giving these lines. So I have given a title dashboard and these button. So these things should be there in my other files also. Okay, other file means uh, I'll go to dashboard.html. Okay, this is base.html. I'll go to dashboard.html. So now what I have done here is I have written extends base.html, and then I give head block. Okay, see, I have given head block, but here I have changed one thing. I guess I have changed some color also. I've given same thing. I would have just removed this also. This title would have also removed. These thing also would have removed, but I was naive enough to not understand what is this. So I just copy pasted. I just change color in this page, and it worked for me. Okay, you can also do the same thing, but you can remove these things because already you have given in the base.html. It will just show in your dashboard file because you have extended it. Extends base.html, right? All the things whichever which all the you have written in base.html, it will come here and show in this page. Okay, now you don't have to use html tags here. HTML tag means head tag won't be used because you are using blocks. Okay, so it will this block will override the previous one. Now for body, you give block body and type these things and end block. This will override the previous one. So in the base.html, we have just given this thing, right? So this will be overwritten by this file, whatever I have written there. If I'm using block body and end block, right? But block footer will be there. It will be seen in that page. Okay, block footer would be there, but I didn't write it. right? But it will be there. It will be seen in this page. So this is what extends does. And every time
See,
you are, yeah, sorry.
sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
I joined late. What did you start with today?
I will just I'm just telling you guys what you can do with this after this.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah. So this is how you can use this base.html. But if you don't want to use, you can just right now you can just follow this. You can just create uh, HTML files and you can type everything separately. Okay. So now we are in the login page. We see many things here, right? We have a form in line number 16. Can you see it? Line number 16, form start, and line number 30, form ends. This is the main thing which we need. Other things are extra things, which is container. This is bootstrap thing. Okay, container. It is inside a container. It is inside a row. Now column. There is a card body. These are the things which is a bootstrap thing. Okay, so this is how you will show in your page. So this will be, I guess, this form will be in the middle of your um, page. I have given many things. First, this should be container, and then there is row, and then there is one column, and then there is card. So it should be in the middle uh, of your page, right? So these are the things which is there. But right now we are focusing on this form, and you have a method called post. Okay, so I'll just see side by side. So we have also given a form. We have also given a form, but there is nothing written over here in the tag. So whenever we want to post something, when we are using form, we will use method post, get, or other method put. These are the things which are the method. Usually four things are there. So method should be here. The one thing you have to notice is I'm typing method only, not methods. Okay, so method is there. Usually we use get, post, delete, and put, and patch sometimes. So patch is also one method you can use sometimes. So you need to understand what is the difference between put and patch. So look for that maybe. And yeah, so we have put it this method equal to post. Now what is different? Let's see. We have a div and just simple div mv3 and row. So it will take most of the stuff. So line will be straight and full screen will be covered then in this row. So it is covering mostly the full row. And then we have label is just a label which we type as a name. It will be shown like a label, in real life what we call it label. And then we have given a column, right? It will take one column. So after email it will be written as one input or fill in the blanks box. Okay, so label is in the left corner, and then after that it start with a other column. So two columns are there. You can imagine one column written with email, and then you have an input. Okay, it will take most of the stuff. So 10 is written there. You can change it to 5 6 also, and it will it will just decrease. Okay, now what we see here. So we have type name and id name and name equal to user. So we have type text. This is also okay. um id is email. Value is written here, so value will be working as placeholder. Class you have given, but there is no name here, right? This name, yeah. So this name, this one. So let's type the name. This will make one change, that is one change that we want to take this email, whatever input in this line would be, we will just take it in our email. Email is the name which will be used in this Python file to catch it or take it from here. Okay. So just like that, in second div, we have password. We have password in the input. Same thing. Let's check. So type, class, ID, but there is no name again. So just will you can just copy paste. Okay. So this looks good, right? Now we can take the password and email from here and move it here in main.py. So how will we connect this? We'll be connecting this HTML file to this page. So we have written HTML file, but the data which is there, how can we get it? So here also we will use methods or methods. Let's see what we will use. So there we type method. Okay, keep this in mind. Sometimes you will be confused that I have written the correct thing, but it is not working. So in the HTML file, you are using only one method, right? Here you are using method. Here you will use methods. Okay, let's see our Python file here. See, yeah. So see here, you have methods. Whenever you are giving method, you in your route, you'll type methods. So methods equal to give a list, and in the list you should give get and comma post. You also can give post only, but let's see why we are giving get also. So post is how you will post it from there and take it here, right? Now here you can see I have given two conditions. One is if condition and other is elif condition. So elif is else if. Okay. In Python we use elif. So in the get, you are taking this login HTML to show, right? Whenever you will hit this URL, it will see if you have a get method or not. So you have to type if request. So as you can see, you are requesting for a page from this URL. So request dot method again. Okay. So request dot method, not methods. So keep this in mind. Equal to uh, get. So here you can see one error is there, right? Request. So what we have done is we have here in this line you can see request is there, right? But here we don't have request. So we'll just take request. Okay. This request will be used here. Okay. And yeah, so this is how we will use get method. After that we will use elif, and this I'll just tab it, and you can see request dot method equal to post. Now we will look for our data which we are sending from the login page and uh, sharing it here. So In this line also, you can see I am using ls request, and then you have two things: username and password. Same thing, same method, but we have to create a variable. Let's say user equal to uh, request. Sorry. So wait a second. Yeah. So we are getting it from form, right? So we'll just request form, and either you can use get user or other another name, or you can give just like this list kind of name. In Python, you can use both, right? You must have used something like that. When you are taking a dictionary, you can call it by this kind of character. Also, you can type like dot something. So anything you can use. So what name we have given? We have given email. Now, not to confuse, just I'll type email. So this is what we have written. Same thing in the second line. I'll just change the name. I'll just type pass, and the name was password, I guess. Yeah. So see one thing, you are getting one error here. Why is this error? Tell me, anybody?
It is a keyword maybe.
Correct. So pass you cannot use. Okay. I will when I type W, it will be okay with it. Pass is a keyword in this Python. So don't use pass. You'll get some error. Okay. Now we have this kind of form. We already created this form, and then we are requesting for the data from the form. But we have not created this thing yet. We don't have database right now. So what we will do? So let's just copy paste this again for now. So what it will do, it will just take the name, and it will move it somewhere. So what we will do, we will just use this dashboard HTML now, right? We'll just change this name. Now we have to give this email and password in this page. What we should do, we should just give like this email, and this is also suggesting me, so just do that. And I will try to use a p tag here in this dashboard page. You can also create this dashboard page. For now, you can just copy paste the same file and remove the form from there, and you can just use it for now. And we'll use this email and pass, and hope for this to work. Okay. Hope you are able to see these things what I've done. So I have created this login route and given methods. I've used request dot method to get and request dot method to post. Taken the data from the email, or sorry, from the HTML file, the login HTML, and now sending it to dashboard.html. Hope this is okay, and this works as well for us. If I type WSL, it should open my Linux environment. I'll just type.
So did you import the Jinja also in the, I mean,
No, it is already, whenever you install this class, it should be there. It is, if it is not there, then let's check. Let's see if it works or not. Okay. So, okay, I have just typed control plus D. So control plus D will just log out from the WSL. This is one command which you can. So control plus L will just clear this, all the things, whichever is written here. Now we have the file. Uh, I'm just typing Python and main.py. Let's see if it works. What happened?
You're doing WSL, so you should use Python 3, right? Like
Is
if
it?
it's Linux, if it is Linux.
It is saying something else.
Hmm.
What is the error? What is the error? Can you see it?
Sir, the variable name, hello name, so we are referencing it. That is not being recognized for some.
Uh, is it a problem? I don't know why this is.
So you haven't logged into the virtual environment.
Okay, that is also good.
Yes, 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 true.
But why I need to log into virtual environment?
Sir, we have installed all the dependencies in the virtual environment and not the.
Is it? What
You
are the
must have
dependencies?
installed on your system too. Yeah.
Nani, what are the dependencies? Right now we just have used Flask, right? Pip install Flask. That is it. Correct? Any
And
other
if the
thing?
dependence and if the dependency was not installed, the application wouldn't run anyway. So
Correct. It won't have just given this error also. The thing which you said was correct. I used just 3 here and it worked for me. Correct. So this is why this is important. So you have to be specific whenever you are coding these things. You have to be specific. Linux or Windows don't take any other command, so you have to be specific about it. Okay, let's move on. The error only came because I didn't give the version of it. So this is 3 is the version which this WSL is taking. WSL, I guess I'm using 22. Okay, Ubuntu 22. Okay. Also, one more thing. You are correct that I didn't started my virtual environment. That can also be a trouble when you have not installed in your PC or system. Okay. I've just installed this pip install Flask. So I'm talking about Flask. So let's go to this URL, uh, and we have login. Okay. So it is saying static. Okay. What is the error? This error came yesterday also. Can anybody tell?
it's the comments.
Correct. I'll just remove this and let's see if it works. Yeah, the server is running and rerun. So this is working for us. So watch out for the comments. Now what we will do, we'll just give this and pass, and we didn't have given submit button, or what? We have
Sir,
not given
now when
submit.
I'm running the form, it
Yeah,
is showing that bad request CSRF token is missing.
correct. You have to now give your CSRF token. Uh,
How?
you have to type this, maybe where it is. Try to type this if it works, or We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Just try to type this. But CSR Protect won't be installed, right?
I actually did that import from that. Uh,
Okay, so you're using this?
Said it just now because you said that we can use this. I just imported
Yeah, yeah.
this. Now it
Okay.
is causing a problem.
So is this still same error? I need to give submit button also, right? In the login page, there's only form. There's no button to submit. Is it running? Uh, who was that? I didn't get your name. You had the CSR error.
Said Ritvik,
Yeah. Is it working or what happened?
your same error. So I had this Bootstrap 5 app, then CSRF, CSRF Protect app. And all this code is there. And in app.secret key, I just gave some random word.
Okay.
And so I have this. So I have this login form in which I'm
Are
just
you
checking.
using Flask WTF?
I am not using in the form, but I have used. I have imported Flask WTF from Flask form, and then
Yeah.
yeah.
If you are not using, then why you are installing? Just remove it
Okay.
from there.
I just comment it if I want to use it
Yeah,
later.
yeah, yeah. Correct.
Bootstrap won't cause an issue, right?
It shouldn't. It is different entity.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll just see if we have given submit
It's
button or
working now.
not. Mm, yeah. So we are using this. I'm just copy pasting this because it is just a bootstrap button. Yeah. So what I have just copy pasted is a div class which says button primary button. Primary button is a color which shows you the color, and button is large, and type is submit, and you have a button named as login. Okay. So we'll just go back here. Now you have a large button login here, and you give something, you hit the button, and you come to this page. Okay. And we are getting our email and password. Blue is a very bright color, I guess. So change it. Light blue maybe. Yeah. So uh, have you all done this? Is it working for you? So we came to this page, we typed something and clicked on this login button and came to this page. Is it working for you all? Yes or no? Give a reaction maybe.
Sir, which part? The login.
Yeah, this page which we tried to create. When we press this button, we come to this page with our details.
Sir, I have a different version, but it is working.
Okay. For everybody else, please tell me if you are typing with me or not, or you need any guidance. Uh, Sir, I have to set out. Okay. This, yeah, a new concept would be DBMS, database management system. For today, what what we will do after this? We have taken this data here. Now we have to store it somewhere. This email and then this password. We have to store it somewhere. Hope everybody is able to create this. If not, then we'll see what can we do. Ritik, your CSRF token error gone or what?
Sir, I just commented it and it is now working.
Yeah.
So because
Okay.
I'm not using the form as of now, so
Yeah.
I just commented.
So yeah, CSRF token is a big problem. Not only in this app, in Mat2 also you will get many times. Okay. While I was doing, I just installed extension. In student mail ID, you won't be able to install extension, but in your personal ID, you can install some extension which just remove those errors. So that is one thing I can tell you right now. Okay. Now what we will do? We have this uh, login route. Now we will try to post it somewhere where we can store it. So now for creating a database, we need to create one file also. We'll just create one more file maybe. Let's call it a very unique name. You must have not heard about it. Model dot. Okay. So this is normal model with E. So what we will do, what we need to do, we'll again come back to this page. Now we will see how to start off with Flask databases and Flask SQL Alchemy. This is the Flask SQL Alchemy extension, which is provided by Flask, and it adds SQL Alchemy ORM to the Flask. ORM you must have known. Anybody tell me if you know about ORM, or I need to tell you that what is ORM?
No, sir.
It's a relational mapping, like object relational mapping something. So it is like we are accessing the database features, but we are not typing the SQL. We are treating
SQL
those
command. Yes,
tables as classes
correct.
instead.
Correct. Very good. So you can read about it. I have just, I guess, I pasted it here. You can read about that in this page, sqlalchemy.org, after this session, maybe. Yeah. So for setting it up, you can just copy this and paste it in your terminal. We'll do that also. I'll just control plus C and start off my env. So I'll just type source env. You if you are using I guess if you are using your Windows laptop, you must have to type different command.
This all we have to do is navigate to the file which we want to execute.
File. Yeah, correct,
So
correct,
like in
correct,
env folder, in
correct, correct.
scripts folder, then activate.bat and deactivate.bat. Two
Yeah,
files are there and that they will control the activation and deactivation.
correct. So this is the path I've given, and just enter. It will be taking me here. Now I can type that command. Okay, this is very, I don't know what I copy pasted. So pip install flask SQL. How to write it? Let's see again. So you have one F, capital F, then LASK in small cases. Then you have SQLA in capital cases and then small cases. Okay, so write it like that. Hope you're getting the idea what I'm trying to say. What is this page name? I forgot. Okay, correct. Okay. Let's see if it is installing. Mm, yeah, so it is installing. If you want, you can install it in your PC itself, local system also, or you can install it in your virtual environment also. It will take time a little. Let me tell you what we will do. We have created this model pi here also. So when we have installed our Flask SQL Alchemy, after that we will write this. Okay, from SQL Alchemy import SQL Alchemy. Okay, after that for running this we have to create a variable called db, and then just like we have written for Flask app, right? App equal to Flask, and then we have given some name. So same thing here, db equal to this, and then we will try to create classes because of ORM. So we have to create classes and give model a db dot model, and then we will start off with uh, our column name. So id is the name, and name is the name, description, and other thing. Okay.
So table name, do we have to specify, or does it automatically take?
uh, Table name, yeah, no, it will be this name only. You can just change it. This is just to give a other name also if you want. Yeah,
Okay, okay. If
yeah,
you want to give other name, we can use
yeah,
this.
yeah. This will by default, this will take this name in your file. um, from Flask SQL, import SQL. I would send this. Okay, so this, and then we'll call db equal to, yeah. So keep in mind that SQL and A will be in capital cases. Okay. This is what we wanted to do. Now we will create a class. Okay. Just submit. So this is class. You can see in your left side, and then right side I'm typing class, and we need a user table. So let's go for user table. So user will call like this user, and then this is a condition you have to type db dot model. Whenever you are using Flask SQL Alchemy, you have to type like this. Okay, so keep this in mind. And let's call user ID. This will be auto increment for us, and it is of integer type. Whenever you write this kind of variable, you have to write db dot column. Okay, this is the thing you need to keep in mind all the time. So db dot column, you have started a bracket, then you are giving a db dot integer. So integer means it is saying that this value should be an integer. Uh, Means it will take only integer. So you can also usually if you, that is a user ID or ID itself, usually you make it a primary key. If you don't specify any primary key, it will, this uh, database itself will understand that my id is a primary. Now also I have already told you guys about auto increment. So auto increment will just increment this number every time a new user is created, and
So
auto
auto
increment,
increment is true by default, right?
yeah, it is default, but you can, this is just to tell you guys that this is what it is happening. So whenever it is written here, it is true, and it will increment your number. You don't have to specify or give it to it. Okay, so this is what it is. Now we need email. So email equal to db dot column and then string. So email should be in strings. You can also give some numbers. Let's say I'll give 200 maybe. So 200 character can be taken in this string, not more than that. And there are two commands, so unique and nullable. It's up to you that how you want to use it. If you have given nullable equal to false, so it shouldn't be nullable, or it shouldn't be null. There won't be spaces only. You have to type something in the email, then only it will be stored in the database. Otherwise it will give error. And unique equal to true or false, you have to look for it. So unique means it will be unique, other a person cannot use the same email. You have to type uh, that specifically. And you need password. So password equal to db.column db.string. Same thing, string is written, and let's say it is 20 character. Okay. So that is it. And yeah, I've given nullable equal to false. So this is what we need: email, password, and user ID. Other things are relationship. We'll come back to this relationship. And table name, you can change the table name also. And this is ref. Okay, let's use this also. So just like you use classes in Python, and function is in your classes, you can use this thing, how to represent your print statement. Okay, so when you type this, and now you have to return something. So return something is decided by you, what you want to return. So you give user, and then user, this is the class name, and then you give user um, id maybe, or let's say only email equal to, as they are as this is such thing like this, you can see percentage s and password percentage s. Let's go with it. Okay. uh, Type like this. So this is percentage s. If you have used string formatting or c programming, you must have known what is this. Anybody has used this before? Can tell us percentage s, what this means?
It means that take the value of the variable that we will write next to it.
Okay. And what is this r then? Percentage r.
That I don't know, sir.
Sir, I guess it's just the data type, right? Specifying the data type, string and integer. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. So you can just Google it right now. Just Google what is this. Type it or paste it or whatever you can do. Google it and tell me what is this percentages.
Sir,
Yeah.
I did not get this method. What is exactly what is doing?
Yeah. This is just representing your print statement. Whenever you try to print this user class, you'll get this in return. You have written self dot email and self dot let's say password.
Okay. So in
So
order to
you,
display, we can just use F1
yes,
inside this.
yeah, you don't want to display all the things, you can just display email or password or only email. So for that you have to give this a function called represent. It is only calling represent. So REPR and then self. So it will call itself and print these things in the print state
Okay.
whenever
Can
you
you
call
just
it.
show me once it's done?
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. if it's done or not. Okay, tell me what is this percentage S? Anybody googled it?
Placeholder.
It is a placeholder.
It's data type specifier, string data type specifier.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it is that only. It is just formatting. It is saying so email equal to this and password equal to this. So this is self dot email and self dot password. This will show in these two places. Show it like that. Okay. So we have represented this. Let's see if it works or
Did you
not.
have to use angle brackets, or you're just writing that format in text?
I guess we have to use it. I missed it here. I guess. Yeah. This looks okay.
Sir, we can't use F strings over here.
I don't know.
Should be able to, but yeah, not sure.
Yeah, I really don't remember. Let's see. You have to type.
So we can change these models anytime, right? We can just probably
Yeah, anytime. Yes, correct. Here we need to. I've never went in this documentation. I guess in past 2 years.
So we are
So
having trouble remembering stuff, and it's only been a month. So
yeah, the problem is if they would have told me before, so I would have just tried to recall everything, but I didn't get any time to. Okay, so it is just showing class and then represent is not here in this page. Maybe in the next page. It is not here also. Same thing comes again and again. Or the link is not even working, I guess.
Sir, the links are for the in-page navigation. They will just move you up
Okay,
and down.
yeah, very good. I'm noob, I guess, in this documentation. Okay, so this is in one page, I guess, and then I don't know, man. I won't be able to.
It doesn't have anything about represent.
Yes, correct. It should be there, but I don't know. Let's do one thing. There
ask
must
ChatGPT.
Yeah, ChatGPT is okay, but there must be one YouTube guy who would be telling these things, right?
So, I mean, one thing is the representation is only useful when we want to print on the console
Correct,
anyway.
correct,
So
correct.
it's not essential
Yeah,
functionality.
yeah. We can. Okay, you're right. Will skip. I'll just give you guys let's say a YouTube video or tutorial maybe. We'll get it from here. Also, it will help you to create the full project also. I had one. I remember one YouTube playlist where they they have short videos which shows to create how to create the full app, so that will be helpful. I'll share it in the notes maybe or the G space. Okay, so right now
Okay.
we'll just skip this. Okay.
So
uh,
was it the Howard video
I
for the
don't remember
Flask?
it actually, but
Okay.
there was one video. I don't remember the name, but there was
Sir,
one video. Yeah,
I got a link. I will paste it in the
yeah, yeah,
chat. Kindly
yeah.
refer
Paste
to
it.
it.
Paste it. And also we'll just move on. Very good. Yeah, we have just created the this file, but we have not initialized, right? We will initialize it. Okay, what is this digital ocean? Yeah, so okay, this is just print statement in the class itself. It is not saying okay. This is initializing something. So this is just like initializing a function in your class. Normal object oriented program if you have
Use F
studied.
strings also.
Yeah. So this is a represent. Yeah, you can use F string also. Correct. Okay. Only this is given. Okay. So you can refer to this maybe if you want, or otherwise I'll just give you the YouTube tutorial maybe, so you can work out that also. Yeah. So we have given this DB file here, but we are not connecting it till now with this main.py file. So how would we connect? So I'll just go through again to this page app.py. Here I have already in the first lecture itself, first class itself, I told you what to do. So whenever you want to start something, you have to just import it. You want to import this from the model file. Yeah, you want to import it from the model file, and you are importing user as user model. Yeah, I specifically look for these kind of command because it is easier for me to understand what is user model. I usually write user dash model to understand specifically that I am using a model. Whenever you use user, sometimes you get confused that which user you are talking about. So you can use this trick also when you are typing. And yeah, so you type this and then you go to configuration. Okay, you are typing configuration for SQL Alchemy. So this line is just to track your modification. Sometimes in your terminal it will give you error and tell you to make it false or true something to work with your SQL. It will just give you in the terminal. So we'll just see this if it gives us also. And 16th line says database URI. Whenever you want to create a file, you have to give a URI that is preoccupied by SQLite and colon and then three slash. Okay, this has to be there whenever you create your URI. Okay, and then you have give your file name. In this also they must have shown you like this. Maybe let's see. Here you can see they have given a variable called db name, and then when they are giving URI, they are using this plus this. Okay, and then they are using this to be true. Either you can type it true or false, it's up to you. And then you initialize your database in with the app. Hope this works. Yeah, Karthik.
So, what's the track modifications? What's the purpose for that?
uh, SQL Alchemy try to track the name suggested, right? It is just tracking your modifications, what you are changing in your SQL Alchemy. This is what it is doing. You want to track or not, this is what it is asking for
No,
whenever
but
you give
how
a
does it help?
configuration.
How does it help
It
us?
doesn't help anybody. It is just for
Okay.
the sake of writing. We'll see this without this also, and then after writing this also, let's see who is getting help from this. Okay. So here we go. Okay. So now what we will do is, after the secret key, we will give app.config. Config is just configuration. You have to type it config, or you can create a separate file for configuration if you want. But we don't need many configurations. So SQL, I'll just copy paste. Okay, equal to, let's this time let's see for true, and just comment it for now. Okay, so this is URI we have given, and we have given this name. If you want, you can just type it as db, maybe db.sqlite3, um, and then you will just initialize it. But before the initialization, it should give one error that db is not defined. Now from model import, sorry, import db comma user as user model.
Sir, if I am importing, I have multiple tables, but if I am importing only the table like user here, so only user will be used to create the database, right?
Only user will be. I
Like if I have
didn't get
user,
the second part of
user
your question.
books, and like I have multiple tables already defined.
Yeah, you
So
have. Yeah,
if
so
I
you
need
have
to,
to import it here, all of the table.
okay, okay.
Then only you will be able to use it. Just like I am using this tracker table and logs table. Then only I will be able to use it here while querying. Just like you can see this command query, and then for log also somewhere I must have used it. So
Okay, sir.
So
uh,
without this also we can create, right, the user and the table if I don't import the model.
no, so you are importing from a different file only. I have just created this file model.py. I'm importing from here only. I'm
Okay.
importing is just taking from this file to this file, this
Okay.
main.py file.
Okay. If
Or
I'm
you
having a
can,
common, if I'm having
yeah,
a common Python file,
correct,
it
correct.
won't
If
require.
you have the same file, then there is no need to import or do anything.
Okay.
It is in the same file.
Understood.
Okay, this is just for clarity, because when you will create one more class and then one more class, it will be hard to catch up that you have to come down and then go again, and then you have to split screen and understand what where you have written. So it will be problematic when you will create another classes, another other routes, so many routes. So that's why I created a different file for model only. It will be easier for you to show it in the Viva also, because uh, y- you have marks for model, right? You have to create these 3 or 4 models which PPT has. Okay, so keep it in this different file will help you while you are giving the Viva. It will be straightforward to go to that file and so that these are the tables I have created, and you'll be able to show it fast.
Got it.
So submission won't be an issue, right?
No, no, no.
Like
Why
in
why
lab
why it would
assignments,
be?
in the
This
lab
this file,
assignments,
this
we
full folder would be a
okay,
zip folder, right?
okay, okay. Because like in the lab assignments, no, we had to like write everything in the app.py file. But so
No,
in this case it won't be installed.
Not like that. I have already this full code has been submitted and got S grade.
Okay, sir.
So we are doing a good job, right? By separating out the. Okay. Okay. So we have initialized this deep database with the app. This is the app variable, and we have initialized with the app. Init app is the command which you need to write to initialize it. Okay. Yeah. So
Sir, I had a doubt in the relationships thing.
भाई relationship में गए कहाँ हैं?
You have not taken that in
No,
the mod. Okay.
right
I
now
was
we are just initializing the database. There are few
okay.
people who don't know how to initialize, so I'll just.
No, sir, what happened? 10 minutes I went outside, so I think
Okay,
you
okay,
come.
okay,
Sorry.
fine, fine. So I'm just at the initialization step. I'm taking it slow because this is 7 days workshop. So if I do it today only, we are done with the project itself. So okay, I'll come to that relationship. Don't worry. Okay, now we have initialized it. What to do to create a database? I am using this. I got this uh, from the documentation itself. It helped me a lot, and I just copy paste it. So what it is, whenever you run your app, and when you hit the URL, it will create the database file. So db.createAll, you all understand that db.createAll means it will create a table from this name.
So it will overwrite the existing database if there is anything.
Not overwrite. Why overwrite?
So
This
like
will just create.
we do it the first time, right? So whenever we are creating the
Yes.
database,
If it
we
is already created, why it will?
okay, it won't create. So before first request is like the absolute first request. It's not like
Yes.
if we shut it down and
Yeah.
restart, then it doesn't count, right?
Yeah. Correct.
Okay.
If you want to be very what do you call it? Um, in a safe place, you want to don't want to give any error. You can just comment it after creating. That will also help. You don't have to worry about it then. Okay, we'll see what happens. Okay, this will create the for the first time, and then we will see after lodging in the data if it recreates it or not, or remove the
Then,
data or not. Okay, we'll see it.
okay.
Okay, so now we have created a table. This create table. This is given by the Flask documentation itself. How to create the table. So I've just copy pasted it from there, and I've used in my app. So this is one thing. Then what we will do to save it in our database. So for saving it in our database, we will just use um, user model. User model is our user model which we have written here. This is user model, and now we first check. Here you can see in the line 41, we are just first checking if the name or the email or the password is already there or not. Okay, so we are just checking by writing query. Okay, the SQL command which you give is a query. Okay, so command you give like select star from table name where that is written, something like that you give in your SQL command, right? That is a query. You make a query, so you write query here. Then filter by. Filter by is also pre-built command. Email equal to email. So this is what we are checking. So if there is an email, this email this email is this email. Okay, let's email E. So you can, yeah. So hope you are understanding which one is this. So this email E is this, and this email is this. Okay. Any doubt? This email is from this model email. Make it correct if you have something different. Okay. So okay. So this email is here, and then you are calling for this variable. Let's change the name now. Okay. So we are filtering by this, um, and I am giving a if condition uh, for, let's say, before that, just create a variable called C, that is for check, and then if equal to C. C is if it is it has something, it will just move on to this place, inside the if condition, or just do one thing. Okay, this is login. I'll just create one more.
Sir, we can do this, right? Like if this is existing, we can redirect to whatever URL we were redirecting
Correct,
to.
correct, correct,
Otherwise, we can say that check the check username or something, or this user does not exist.
correct.
Right.
Else same page. Else just go to same page. So what I have done is I have created a variable called C, that is checking that if that email already exists in the table or not, and then if it is existing, then it will render it to this dashboard with email and password. Okay, so this is what we want, and else it will redirect to same page. I'll create one more route here. Just copy paste the same thing and change it to sign up. You guys on also can do this thing. Okay. For sign up, there is little different. What we will do is we'll check for the name. If there is no name, if there is name already, then we will redirect to dashboard. And if there is no email or password, then we will do this. Yeah, we will come to this else part. If user doesn't exist, we'll check for name, and we are checking here for name, username, password. You don't have to worry about. We'll not do that. We'll do this command. So this command says user model name equal to this, and username equal to this, password equal to this, and we are typing db.session.add. So it will add to your database, and then db.session.commit. So it will commit. Commit means it will just create it in your database. So just like in your GitHub, you type first add and then commit and then push it. So it will, this commit will just push it in your uh, database file. Okay, I'll just copy this line. So we don't have name, we have email.
So you're
Should we
doing
take
login or
username also? Yeah, sorry.
okay, login or sign up? Which one in which are you?
This is sign up. Login is completed. Login is this.
Okay, we did not add in the database using this
Yeah,
because
still
it's
we
adding.
need a sign up page to add, right?
Yeah, okay, okay.
So I'm taking the sign up page first now.
Hmm.
We'll just remove it from for now. Username we are not taking. We're just taking email and password. Okay, and yeah, we will again go to the dashboard or to the login page itself. Yeah. Okay. We will add and then commit, and let's see if it works. Also, we have not changed anything in the sign up HTML page. So form would take method equal to, sorry, post, and name equal to email, name equal to pass. What we have taken? Password. Password. Okay, this looks fine, but we have not given submit button, right? We'll just copy paste the submit button from here. And we'll change this to sign up. Save it, and yeah, this looks okay. Let's see if this works out. Okay, so it is saying there's no attribute before first request. Have we imported it?
So I got the same error as well.
Okay.
It might be a Flask thing that might have changed, perhaps.
Yeah, correct. I also think the same thing. But let's check in the Google maybe. I guess now we are getting old. Uh,
Yes, it says on there it's been deprecated.
yeah. Okay. So we we won't be able to use it. Okay, that's fine. There must be something else also, right? Other function they must have
We
created.
were opening the Python console and then using that to create the thing for the first time.
No, here also we used to give, right, db dot create all.
We
So we
go.
can just create a method or function and just call it out.
And
Yeah, but there was one command in this also, right? You guys have done it. Well, while you run your app and then it creates the db file.
Sir, we were taught
Yes.
that the db.createAll command is run in the Python console. We didn't write here.
yes,
Okay,
you are doing it
let's
directly.
In the error, it says it gives a little hint and says underscore got underscore first underscore request. Maybe that's the new name of it.
Mm. In your hand, in your terminal, it is saying. In my, it is not, I guess.
I'll copy paste the error so you can see.
Yeah, yeah, please. There is somebody who's given this when he has given I check in 2018. Okay, so this is too much.
Let me check how to do it.
Got first. Yeah, no. There were 7 to 8 uh, commands like this. First request has many commands which were there in the documentation itself.
Sir, we had to do that. We had to open the Python console. Then we had to do from app import all. Then we have to do this db create all, and then we have to exit. That is all we have to do.
Okay, we'll see. That will be a hard task for me as
So it won't be all in the terminal itself. We have to do it.
no. Yeah, that is the problem here, right? I have to write it in the terminal. That is the hard task. This is we have before request
So we have
given.
to do it only once.
Wait. Let's find some different
What
thing.
Sir is trying to say is the app should run automated. You shouldn't have
Correct.
to manually enter things in the terminal.
Correct.
True. Okay. In real life, we wouldn't be doing this. We would expect the app to do it too.
Okay, so in this documentation also there are many after request and before
Sir, I've
request.
pasted a code in the chat. This is the new version for the first.
Yeah,
Now
this app.
the
Yeah,
comment.
very good. Very good. Yeah.
Now comments. The commands in this will be run before the first request.
Yeah, I guess this is the thing. So where should I copy paste this? Tell me now. We
After
have this
the
db.init after this or before this?
So
So after
db.init is before
because
this.
the DB has to be created before, so it has to be after the db.init.
Okay. So let's try this also and comment this for a second maybe. Let's see. Okay. We'll open this and see. Uh, it didn't created right now. Let's.
Sir, we also are writing app.appcontext.push after the db init. So whatever is in the app context, we have to like. So
Where I didn't get you.
what I've written that application, like this thing tells the application that model.py on and all other external modules are part of the app. So app.appcontext.push. Let me just copy
Dot
that.
push here.
Yeah, something like that. I'm not sure about this with this because we
There
had.
is something I have also came across this app context.
Sir,
Few students have done it uh,
sir,
in
like
their
if
app,
you
but they are using this and then they are using all the configuration file inside this. So
maybe show me, you can try on your own terminal, and then if it works, then you can guide us.
Yes, I'm also using that app.app context
yeah, okay.
dot
You want
push.
to share the screen?
It has the code, I guess. You
Uh,
just you can just we can just paste that line after db.init app.
yeah. So okay. So this line after this line, right?
Yes. No, no. After db.init.app.
Okay, okay. Here you want.
Yeah.
Okay. These are the new things which I am also learning. But I have seen these things in many students' app. Okay, so instance is created and db file is created. Okay, very good. So this is working for us. So what we have done is we have written this command, and before that we are pushing the app context. What is app context? So here now Flask has something uh, to push their app context. Context is literal meaning. So create an Flask ctx app context, use a with block to push the context. So they are saying that this is what Flask is using, and to push the context of this current app, you use this command with app context, and you can init db also. So this is new thing which I am also seeing for the first time. But yeah, this is the
This
new.
specific implementation I'm also seeing for the first time, that we can write this db dot create all like with app dot context.
Okay, let's try one more thing. Just comment it and
Will
delete.
it create every time or will it create only the first time?
I guess this is only the one time, but let's just delete it for now. The deleting or not? Okay, delete permanently. Okay, it is not deleting. Very good. Mm,
I'm getting that this file cannot be displayed because it is either binary or uses an unsupported text
yeah,
format.
I am using extension. You have to search for SQLite viewer. You can see this
Okay.
SQLite viewer. Search it in the extension and install it.
So we have to first close the app, then delete the file, I think. So because it is locked now.
Yeah, usually it deletes for me.
You can delete it you from the file explorer.
Yeah, we have to close the VS Code itself then. Okay, okay, wait a second. Yeah, sorry. Okay, what we will do is just change the name. Okay, now we will try this command if this works or not. Okay, just rerun again and rerun this also.
So which command you added?
I just added this db.creator.
Okay, in the last one.
Yeah,
Does
last
it
one.
work?
Let's see. I've just uh, run this and let's see if it is. Okay, it is not working. It has deleted the previous one, I guess. Okay, again running this. This instance has deleted the previous database. Mm, okay, so it is not creating. So let's try before this also. and try to rerun. Okay, so this is not working for us. We have to go with that command. I'll try to look because there is one assignment you guys must have done it where you type db.createAll and it runs for you. It creates a database for you. I guess the code has literally changed for us everybody. It was 2 years ago, so it must be deprecated by now. Okay, so it creates our new file. Now, hope you are able to open it. We have user ID, email, and password here. Now we will store this thing. We will just type the URL, sign up. So this is the email we have and the pass we have. We'll just hit this button and we come to this page. And let's see if it is storing or not. Sorry, it is not storing. Okay, it is not storing. Why it is not storing? We have given this. It is.
So we have to do db.session.commit and db.session.add user.
No, okay, but one thing. Uh, I pressed a button sign up, right? This is sign up page. I given something and press this sign up and it is coming to this page. It shouldn't have, right? It should have posted it and then checked it that it is existing or not, and then came to dashboard. Otherwise, it should have just added it. I have given the command db.session.add and then commit it and then come to this login page, right? It should go.
Sir, try using if C in user model.
User
Because
model is already written, right?
no, for the condition thing, if in
No, no.
place
So
of
tell me one thing. Okay, okay. You are saying that I have to use something else, but why it is coming in this page? When I hit the submit button, uh, this button, it is coming to this page. Why?
oh, sir, I think that the if C command is flawed. There is some problem with that command. So it's directly
So is it
going from this.
existing user or a new user you are signing up? Like it doesn't.
That is nothing to do with it. There is no user in this database.
It is rendering the same page.
Yes, correct. It is doing like this only. Just doing the same thing as login page. It is going to this page and giving me this also. What can be the error?
I think there's some problem with your model. Maybe
Sure.
it's not importing properly.
Okay, it is not.
Because because in my code is it's showing like dot query dot filter by it's showing your in yours it's showing it in white and my showing it in yellow, and same with db dot session dot add and commit also.
Okay. So I'll use this print C. Here also I'll use print a sign. Okay. So it should print, right? If there is some error, it should give me or show me something about this. I just Go here, sign up. Okay. So it is giving me select user ID as user ID.
Sir, I think the debugger is off. That's why the page is running and not giving error of the.
Debugger is off. It is
Sir,
true.
then it should show this error on the browser, no?
Yeah, it should, but there is no error, right? What is the error? The error should show. That is okay. But this command, can you just see the I have printed this and it is showing me this print sign and then the command itself. What do you think is different?
It's not taking user.email correctly.
Okay. Anybody else you want to say something?
Yeah, so it's the problem of the model, I guess. Again,
Yeah.
user model you should check.
Yeah. So what is the problem here? Let's match with this. What is different in this model.py and this model?
So username you are given here, right? Model. There you have given user model.
Uh, can you come again?
In main.py you just open.
Yeah, main
Here you
main
are
what?
using user model, right? You should have to
Yes.
use user, right? That's the actual name of that model, right?
No, so I have changed the name. So I am taking user as user model.
Okay. But try with the user, huh?
Try with user. Oh
Yeah.
no, this is all right.
Okay.
Let's do one thing. Just print all the user, right?
Yeah.
Sir, in the filter by there should be dot first or dot all, no? After the filter by thing,
Okay.
either dot first or dot all.
Yes, that is an error.
Okay. So now should be getting will should be getting something in this. Let's see.
Yes, we are getting. That was the error. True.
Hope something is there. We have none, and that is correct. And we have got to the login page. That is also correct. Are we getting it in the database? Yes, we are. Hope you are getting something with this workshop. Like you are getting a skill called tester or debugger in a sense.
Yes, sir. If this workshop wouldn't have been there, we would have been thinking about starting the project.
Correct. So
Now
So
now,
how?
yeah,
So I have a query. Like at the moment, you just signed up and your user is there on DB, but after sign up, if I want to show the page that it has the user is signed up, that's just one HTML text. So how would I render that? Should I change from login.html to some different HTML page?
I,
Like
because yeah.
like
So the thing
in
is, I didn't get your question exactly.
okay, let's say on Amazon when we first time sign up. So when we
Yeah,
fill the whole details and click on sign up, it shows me a message. You are signed up.
yeah. You
Or
can show it here also.
so here I will have to change to return render template from dashboard.html to no, not dashboard because it won't print C. It will go to the else part and I need to render the
You
different
want
HTML
something
page.
to be shown in the screen, right?
Yes, to a
Okay.
different HTML page it will show or something.
this is info.
Okay.
Okay, info equal to info. I'm taking this info here, and
Okay.
I'll go to login page. In the starting itself, I'll just type info. Okay, it is saved. Uh, let's okay, for URL not changing. Yeah, so this is sign up page. Um, something and just sign up. Okay, very good. It is showing us again some error. Okay, same email I have written, so that is the case. Email something sign up. You can see hey there,
Okay, sir. But
but what? This is what we wanted, right? You want to show some message to the user.
yes, but I will not render the login page. It will just show you are signed up, something like that instead.
Yeah, you want to create one more page, then you have to create one more
No
page.
page, then I'll have to create.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just sending it in this login page, right? So if you want to show only this, that hey there, you are logged in or something, you have to create one more HTML page. There only you can show this information.
Understandable. Understandable. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So I guess you have understood that there are few commands which we work with. You will use dot first command to get the first row, whatever first row, it will come with this email, and it will show it and store it in this C variable. Or if you want everything, okay, uh, we have registered two of the people, right? So in the have we created dashboard? Yeah, we have not created route for dashboard. Let's create one more route. I'll just copy paste. um, oh no, we have one small code, this app.py, and this code I'll just copy paste. I'm just creating one more route for the dashboard. Okay, so let's call it dash, maybe dash, and you so dashboard. Okay, now what we want is we want to show all the users. So same thing, just like this. You can query, and if you don't have any filter, then just you have to write user model dot query dot all. Is this the correct command? Anybody tell? Have you ever tried this? Anybody? You have taken DBMS before this or not?
Yes,
Can
sir.
you show the once the command?
Yeah. Okay. Wait a second.
Through which command you're talking about?
This line.
Yes, so it will show everything.
Yeah. Right. So this is command which I used here. So all the users should be here. Now, how to show it in the dashboard page? Anybody?
So we have to use a for loop,
For
Ginger.
loop, right? But first we have to store it somewhere, right?
Yes, sir. We have to like whatever variable we are using in the Jinja, and yes, in the variable here, and then we have to use it
Users
equal to
equal to
users.
users.
We have to use users in the template.
Yeah. So what I have done is just created this variable called users, and then that user is stored in this variable called users. Now I can use this in our dashboard page. So we have
Is this
this.
the dashboard for admin or this is the dashboard for user?
Yeah, right now this is for user. You can change it. You can create one more dashboard called librarian dashboard or something, or admin dashboard. I'm
Why
just
is user dashboard showing all the users?
I'm just I'm just showing you how to do it. This is what I have
Okay.
just. Yeah. So you can create one more file. Okay. Okay. So this is how you can just give users. But let's see how if this how this looks in your page itself. Let's first see. Okay. So we'll run the server again. We have what we have done is we have created index function that has a URL called dash, and this will show all the users. Our aim is to show all the users. What happened? There's some error. Mm, there are two index, I guess. Yeah, there are two index name. That is the error what it is suggesting. So we have to give a different name. Let's call it dash only. So again, we'll run the server, and this time it is working. Let's go to this page. Okay. So when I this is the code. When I taken this users from our database and stored it like this, I just given users. You can see this is a list given to you, and it is looking like this. Can you see it? See it? Uh, you have user and then email, uh, example, and whatever that is, and password. And this. So why it is showing like this? Tell me.
It's an
Because we
object
haven't
tuple.
filtered out.
Sorry.
It's an object tuple.
Okay. Anybody else? Why it is showing like this?
You defined it to show it like this.
Very good. So this is why it is showing like this only. Uh, we have written it here that only show email and password like this.
Instead of showing object one, object two, and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Instead of that, just show this. Okay.
Okay. Otherwise, you would have got a number or something.
Hmm.
That
User one, user two, or something.
yeah, something like that. Okay. You can also try without this representation and see what you get. Now we want something uh, like for loop to show every user. So for loop, you have to again type like this for user in users and stop it like that. And to stop it, you have and for, right? Is it correct or not? Anybody who has already done this? Is this code correct or not?
It looks correct.
Okay, it looks correct. Very good. Okay, so let's go on with it if it is looking correct. So for each user in users, you have to show something. What we have to show? So we have user dot We have email, right? Email. We have email, and we have one more thing. We have password. So we have password. Two things we have, and this is what we want to show. So let's see if it is working or not. Uh, it is showing something.
So
Yeah,
we
this
have to
is
format it, right? Like
correct. Correct.
we have to use maybe a table or something.
Correct. Correct. That you should do because
Okay.
uh, that is
Yes, we can use p tag or anything.
sorry. Yeah. So that thing you guys should check
Okay.
and understand what you want to use. You should use. I have already given you my GitHub repo, so you can take a reference how I have used. Usually, people use table. You have to learn those things. Okay. So this I have used p tag, so that's why it is showing in different paragraphs. Okay. This is one way of listing, and then using for loop to list all the things.
Hmm.
Okay.
So how are we passing the thing to this?
We are just writing like this. User is equal to user. That is it.
Okay.
And we have created one variable, and we are just passing it.
Okay.
So you this is see here. If I type one, it should give me error because it
Hmm.
is nowhere. And you can type like this, and then you can use this users here in the dashboard. Okay, so this is it, I guess, for today from my end. Now what we will do is you have to create you must have already created these routes maybe with me. Now we have to create multiple dashboard for one for librarian, maybe one for user, one for admin, right? And sign up page, login page, all of them. However you want, you can create them, and let's see how it works. Okay, I'll create the breakout room now.
Sir, doubt.
Yeah,
Sir,
yeah.
you wrote the db.create all in the main file, main.py file. Now we have to submit with it, or we have to create using the console. What the
No, no,
procedure?
I will what I will suggest you that uh, you should have already created your database, and but don't store too much thing. Okay, the main thing which you want to show to your proctor. Okay, just like you should have your admin, your one of the librarian, one of the user. So these three things would be there. Some data about ebook, some data about what was that section. So all the table should have one or two things. Okay, not more than that.
Sir, but
I'll
now
yeah.
for the example, I am using I think 12 or 13 books on the page, so I have to store their data. No.
No, don't store all the 12 or 13. Just give three or four so that your file don't get bigger. That is the point.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, it's if it is just let's say um, under 300 kb, then that is fine. That should work. Because
Okay.
if you give too much data, then it will be some error can come, right? When you give to zip file and then unzip it, some error might come. So
Yes.
it will be
Okay, sir.
hard to handle at the Viber. Okay,
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
so little bit info, all the things that you don't have to create it at that point only. You can just show the proctor in 3 to 4 minutes that these are the things already created. If he asks for creating it at that time, then also you can show it. Okay, so
Okay, sir.
sometimes there is error. I have seen students that uh, they have not created the database, and they take time to create the database itself, and either VS Code sometimes get them some error. So we have to wait for 10 to 15 minutes, and there is only 30-minute Viva, right? So the problem is there. So it is okay to uh, have the database with you. Okay, now I'll just create the breakout room, and you guys can start.
Sir, once again, sir, database should we create fully or like first create one table, then we check.
Yeah, first one table and then go to the second table.
So
First,
when you're creating the second table, there won't be any problem, right? First table will be intact.
yeah,
Second table, when we add information, it will be
correct,
okay.
correct. Yeah. So you can create one table and then you can. Sir, can you share me your code for today? For what I have written.
Sir, actually, even I wanted the code because due to my network connection, I missed the important parts. So, is it
Okay,
possible?
okay. It is possible for me. I'll do one thing. I'll create a GitHub repo and then post it there. So
Okay,
that
sir.
will be easier for you guys to see.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Also, let's. Somebody has suggested that 10-minute break for himself. So I'll just ask you everybody to take 10-minute break, I guess. So yeah, after that you can come to the breakout rooms.